I want to show you a recent dehumidifier I installed on a beach house. Now, this is the Santa Fe Ultra 98, and it's being controlled by a Haven central air monitor that looks at not only humidity, but also particulate matter and VOCs. It talks to this controller here, which is pretty much like a Wi Fi relay pack. The relay controls a blower, the other relay controls a compressor. It pulls this return air from this plenum here and it goes through the dehumidifier. And before it can supply air to the supply duct, it has to go through this motorized damper, which only opens when the fan is running. And the dry air continues through the supply duct and ties back into the supply plenum. Motorized damper is better than a backdraft damper because it's always going to open fully and it's not going to open partially like a backdraft damper might. Like the Santa Fe's, because they come standard with a MERV 13. This particular filter is a 2-inch MERV 13 filter, so we're going to be able to catch a lot more particulates. Now, this particular dehumidifier is not a ventilating dehumidifier. We're not pulling in any fresh air on this home, but we still want to be able to filter out all those particulates that may collect from just living inside the home. The other reason why I like the Santa Fe models is because of their warranty. They come with a 5-year unit replacement, and on year 6, they'll ship you the replacement part. Getting static pressure from this cap is the same thing as drilling a hole in the return duct connection, and of course we want to get a static pressure probe in the supply duct as well. Santa Fe's come with a small test port right after the evaporator coil. You may have to drill that out a little bit larger in order to get your psychrometer in there. Put your return psychrometer before the coil, usually in this filter panel. Now let's throw it into MeasureQuick. MeasureQuick really doesn't have a workflow for testing dehumidifiers, but here's what I look for. I want to look at my return conditions because they will greatly affect what my supply conditions will be. In this case, the house is very hot and humid because the AC has been off because the house has been under some renovations, including air sealing and additional insulation. Notice how I'm dropping 13 degrees of dew point between 66.7 and 53.6. That is exceptional performance. Now let's move our supply psychrometer to the actual supply duct. I've actually drilled a separate test port here. Things look a lot different now. Not only is my supply dry bulb temperature a lot warmer, that's understandable because it's after the condenser coil, which reheats the air, but my supply dew point went up from 56 to 63. Why is that? A lot of people don't realize that dehumidifiers are made to bring in some air that bypasses the evaporator and comes into the condenser. This sort of cools the condenser in a more efficient way, but it mixes humid air with the dry air. And this bypass air has created a mixture that is affecting my supply air. That's normal. Now let's take our static pressure and convert it to airflow. We were reading around 0.2 inches of static pressure when the air handler is not running. That equals to around 297 CFM. I put my entering and leaving conditions into this Munter Psychro app as well as my airflow, and it gives me 2.34 pounds per hour of moisture removal. A pound for a pint, which means that we have 2.34 pints per hour. What is that in pints per day? We just multiply by 24 hours in a day. That comes out to around 56 pints per day. You may say, well, wait a minute. This is a 98 pint dehumidifier. Why is it only putting out 56 pints? And that's because dehumidifiers are rated at a set of conditions that are vastly different from the conditions that we're testing this dehumidifier today. So actually 56 pints per day is normal operating conditions when it's really hot and humid in the house because we are throwing so much heat at this evaporator that it's not as cool as it should be. That's why I like to put a psychrometer here first so I can test what comes out of the evaporator. And this test is going to check my refrigeration cycle and make sure that it's working correctly. Next, I turn on my air handler, and it adds static pressure to the dehumidifier because it's pushing and pulling on the same ducts. Now my static pressure is up to 0.43. How did that affect performance? The temperatures on the supply side didn't change a lot, but they did change some. So we're going to enter these new values into the Munter Psychro app. 0.43 static pressure means a little bit under 215 CFM. And as you can see, this really affects performance. We're only removing 1.08 pounds per hour, or just a little over 24 pints per day. This is a 98 pint dehumidifier. There's nothing wrong with the dehumidifier. The problem is it's so hot and humid in the space that whatever moisture that we're adding, we're putting back in with the air that bypasses the evaporator, which has to happen. If we enter in the conditions leaving the evaporator, things look a lot different. We're actually removing 4.78 pounds per hour or 114 pints per day. That's astonishing. That's how much condensation is coming out of that drain every day. So I say all that to say this. Two things drive the performance of a dehumidifier. Static pressure affects airflow, and airflow is important to performance. But also, the entering air conditions can greatly drive the leaving air conditions because some of that entering air bypasses the evaporator and goes straight to the discharge. That's why I like to check the refrigeration cycle portion of it, and the best place to check that is immediately after the evaporator. Once the air sealing and improvements are made and the AC comes back on, we'll be able to test the true performance of this using the Haven app. For now, thanks for watching, and as always, work safe.